all of my settings, like all of my custom stuff, got deleted for a second there. I was pretty pissed for a second. Okay, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special video for you today. Happy Halloween. I was thinking about doing a Halloween candy tier list, but I realized that that was lame. So instead, I'm doing a Halloween candy Hunger Games, the Halloween games. And yeah, I'm going to go over all the candies and all the districts. If you want to skip over that, you have my permission to do so right now. Okay. District 1, we have Reese's and Butterfingers. Both two of my all-time favorite candies. I love getting these every single time. I just love anything peanut butter and chocolate. District 2, we have Baby Ruth and 100 Grand. Both are really good. I just don't like them as much as Butterfinger and Reese's. But they're pretty good still. In the basically the same candy district, we have Snickers and Milky Way. I mean, they both have nougat and caramel and peanuts. And they're both covered in chocolate. They're the same candy. We're getting scammed. Just buy one or the other. In District 4, we have Twix and 3 Musketeers. District 5 is our York Peppermint Patty and Junior Mint. That's the mint category. I like both of these mint candies. They're both just mint stuff covered in dark chocolate. They're good. I like them. In District 6, we have Whopper and Toblerone. These are good too. I like them. In District 7, we have Cookies and Cream, Hershey Bar, and Kit Kat. In District 8, we have the Peanut District, Peanut M&M, and Classic M&M. Both of these are good. I like those. I like any type of M&M actually, but I just wanted two of them to avoid redundancy. In District 9, we have Crunch Bar and Mr. Good Bar. District 10, we have the Chewy Candy District, Mike and Ike, and Sour Patch. Both of these are good. Again, I like them. I like almost all the candies in this list. Mike and Ike's and Sour Patch are pretty good. Mike and Ike's are good if you want something chewy, like a gummy candy, but you don't want something like super sour. And Sour Patch isn't super sour. It's a different experience from Mike and Ike. And that's District 10. District 11 is the Powder District. It's the Cocaine District, the Crystal Meth District. We have Pixie Sticks and Fun Dip. These are both good. It's just crystal candy that pops in your mouth in different ways to consume it. I don't have them all that often, but they're okay. They're not my favorite. In District 12, we have the Garbage Candy District, Smarties, and Candy Corn. I don't mind candy corn as much as I mind Smarties. I hate Smarties. Smarties are so bad. It's just chalk. You're eating chalk. Stop eating chalk. Candy corn is mid. But me, I know if I eat too much of it, I feel like my stomach feels absolutely terrible for the rest of the day. And I don't like that. Let's move on. Proceed. Alright, the horn sounds right off the go. 100 Grand kills Mr. Goodbar with a hatchet. That's an interesting move from 100 Grand. 3 Musketeers runs away from the cornucopia. That's one of the smarter moves. Reese's retrieves a trident. I don't know how that's going to play out for him, but we'll see. We will certainly see. Maybe he has a hidden skill for it. Mike and Ike also runs away from the cornucopia. Hopefully not in the same area as 3 Musketeers. That would be very unfortunate. Butterfinger also. These 3 are, those three are pretty smart. Pixie Sticks as well. Smarties, York, and Junior Mint get into a fight. York triumphantly kills them both. It appears we have 3 casualties as of now. Milky Way runs away from the cornucopia as well. Running away from the cornucopia seems to be the strategy as for now. Crunch throws a knife into Whopper's chest. As for if they're dead, we are unsure as of right now. Peanut M&M grabs a sword. I'm sorry. Good idea. Candy Corn runs away from the cornucopia. I don't like Candy Corn again, but that is a good plan. Snickers retrieves a trident. Fun Dip runs away. Twix finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Toblerone runs away. Cookies and Cream Hershey runs away. Kit Kat finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Kit Kat might be our Katniss Everdeen. Classic M&M and Baby Ruth fight for a bag. Baby Ruth gives up and retreats. You know what? That's better than one of them dying, folks, in my opinion. Sour Patch falls into a pit and dies. That is very tragic indeed. Still on day 1, Fun Dip retrieves fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 100 grand camouflages in the bushes. That's a very good move. As for how they did it, we will never know. Maybe they painted themselves. Maybe it's a different story. York, Toblerone, and Twix hunt for other tributes, so they have... they are just going off. They haven't all killed each other yet. They're just making their merry way. Crunch retrieves a hatchet. They receive a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. That's a very good weapon. Snickers camouflages itself in the bushes. Very good. Reese's tries to spear a fish with a trident. As for if they are successful, we do not know. Peanut M&M searches for firewood. Good move, good move. Cookies and Cream Hershey discovers a river. Milky Way begs Butterfinger to kill her. They refuse, keeping Milky Way alive. That might be for the best later on in the games if one of them survives. Kit Kat receives a hatchet. Candy Corn makes a slingshot. Very good move from Candy Corn. Again, I don't like Candy Corn, but good move. Three Musketeers goes hunting. Baby Ruth discovers a river. Mike and Ike kills Classic M&M with a hatchet. Oh, there comes a hatchet into play. Pixie Sticks camouflages itself in the bushes. Camouflage and finding hatchets seems to be the best move right now. So good stuff all around. At the end of the day, we have 6 casualties, folks. 6 casualties. We have Mr. Goodbar, Smarties, Junior Mint, Whopper, Sour Patch, and Classic M&M. May they rest in peace. Night 1. Candy Corn quietly hums. York and Milky Way talk about the tributes still alive, so they might team up. Butterfinger goes to sleep. 100 grand forces Toblerone to kill Reese's or Cookies and Cream Hershey's, and they kill Reese's. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Snickers tends to Kit Kat's wounds. Crunch and Mike and Ike hold hands, so we might have an ongoing romance, possibly at play, between Crunch and Mike and Ike. Baby Ruth receives an explosive. An explosive might come in handy. Will definitely come in handy later, actually. 3 Musketeers dies trying to escape the arena. That's very unfortunate. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, but sometimes people just, they lose hope. Twix passes out from exhaustion. You need water, folks. You need to get yourself out of the heat. You need water. You need food. Keep yourself away from exhaustion because that makes you an easy target. Pixie Sticks cooks her food while putting her fire out. Fun Dip cries herself to sleep. Me for real. Peanut M&M is awoken by nightmares. Also me. Proceed. Okay, and now we are on day 2. Cookies and Cream Hershey runs away from Kit Kat. There might be a death later on. We will see. Candy Corn poisons Twix's drink. He drinks it and dies. What type of poison they used, I do not know. Might be some type of poison berries. I do not know. Baby Ruth receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Mike and Ike searches for a water source. Good plan. Good plan. Always a good plan. You can only survive, if I remember correctly, you can only survive 3 days. That's count them, 3 days without any water of any kind. So it's a very good idea. Butterfinger receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. That's very good. We're seeing a lot of hatchets being given out here. York runs away from Milky Way. Fun Dip attacks Crunch, but Peanut M&M protects him, killing Fun Dip. Seems we have one of our first casualties of today, and that is Fun Dip. Snickers hunts for other tributes. So they hunt, yeah. Snickers hunts for other current survivors. 100 Grand overhears Pixie Sticks and Toblerone talking in the distance, so we might have Pixie Sticks and Toblerone might be allies right now. We will see where that leads. At the end of the day, there are 4 cannon shots. 4 casualties. Reese's, My Beloved, 3 Musketeers, Twix, and Fun Dip. May they rest in peace. Peanut M&M stays awake all night. That's me, for real, for real. Pixie Sticks is awoken by nightmares. Baby Ruth, Snickers, and 100 Grand discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Candy Corn is unable to start a fire, sleeps without warmth. That is very unfortunate. I'm going to be honest, if we see Candy Corn win the Halloween games, I will not know whether to be impressed or upset. I will probably be both. But that's just speculation. Cookies and Cream Hershey also unable to start a fire. Both of them sleeping cold today. I know what that feels like. I once slept on a bench in Wisconsin during the summer. That was not fun. It was not fun. It was very, very cold. Mike and Ike and York talk about the tributes the survivors still alive. Kit Kat, Crunch, and Toblerone cheerfully sing songs together. Some of the only joy that they will experience within the next few days, I assure you. Butterfinger thinks about home, and Milky Way unknowingly eats toxic berries. That is very unfortunate. You need a good idea for the games is having a basic knowledge of edible plants. And going out into the wilderness in general, a good idea is always understanding which plants are good to eat and which ones are not good to eat. But Milky Way was not prepared, and that is very unfortunate. Day 3, Snickers makes a slingshot, fair play. Candy Corn makes a wooden spear, probably using some of the wood that they tried to start a fire with. York and Cookies and Cream Hershey's work together for the day. Excuse me. Baby Ruth thinks about home. Pixie Sticks strangles Toblerone after engaging in a fist fight. Oh no, and it appears Toblerone will be our next casualty on the cannon fires for tonight. 100 Grand overhears Mike and Ike and Peanut M&M talking in the distance. It appears we might have more allies. 100 Grand having a very keen ear for listening in on people's conversations. Just like me when I found my ex-wife cheating on me with another man. Crunch camouflages itself in the bushes. Butterfinger sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. That is a fairly good plan. That is a good idea, I would say. Stay away from possible groups. Good idea. Kit Kat receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. At the end of the day, 2 casualties, Milky Way and Toblerone. May they rest in peace. Night 3. Baby Ruth thinks about home. Crunch stabs. Ooh, Crunch stabs Cookies and Cream Hershey in the back with the trident. The trident that they collected at the beginning of the games. 100 grand receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Very good. Mike and Ike, Pixie Sticks, and York sleep in shifts, so we have ourselves some allies here. Mike and Ike apparently must have split off from Peanut M&Ms. Snickers tries to treat his infection. Not an easy task. Not an easy task, especially without modern medicine. Unless they do have medicine. I'm not sure. I would have to check the stats. Yeah, I would have to check the stats. Candy Corn, Peanut M&M, and Butterfinger cheerily sing songs together. Butterfinger did the same thing last night as well. Butterfinger seems to be our hope. Seems to be our Mockingjay of some sort in these Halloween games. Kit Kat screams for help, which is, I understand, but it's not a good idea. And you all know why. It will attract attention. Day 4. Welcome to Day 4, ladies and gentlemen. York, Peanut M&M, and Mike and Ike hunt for other tributes, other survivors. Candy Corn receives another hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Snickers stabs Baby Ruth while his back is turned. Oh no, we have another casualty, Baby Ruth. Crunch overhears Butterfinger and Kit Kat talking in the distance. And we have 100 grand searches for a water source. Pixie Sticks questions her sanity. That's me every day. At the end of the day, we hear 2 cannon shots, 2 casualties. Cookies and Cream Hershey and Baby Ruth. May they rest in peace. Let's proceed. Night 4, Mike and Ike successfully starts a fire. York, Butterfinger, Pixie Sticks, Snickers, and Peanut M&M sleep in shifts. Crunch climbs a tree to rest. Good idea. Good idea. Another Katniss Everdeen move. Candy Corn goes to sleep. I mean, again, I really hope that Candy Corn doesn't win. But if they do, it's been a long time coming. Kit Kat screams for help, and 100 grand quietly hums. Let's proceed. Day 5. Welcome to Day 5, everybody. 100 grand scares Kit Kat off. So there might have been an attack. There might not have been. Or maybe it was just a food dispute. Snickers stalks York. We might see a kill later on after that. Candy Corn tries to sleep through the entire day. Not a bad idea, but not a good idea either. Peanut M&M runs away from Crunch. Butterfinger repeatedly stabs Mike and Ike to death with a sigh. We have our first death, Mike and Ike. And Pixie Sticks thinks about home. At the end of the day, we have only 1 casualty. But unfortunately, it is a casualty nonetheless. We have Mike and Ike. May they rest in peace. Snickers quietly hums during Night 5. Crunch is awoken by nightmares. Candy Corn thinks about winning. Kit Kat climbs a tree to rest. Good idea again. Peanut M&M and 100 grand run into each other and decide to truce for the night. A solid plan. Pixie Sticks cries herself to sleep yet again. Butterfinger loses sight of where they are. And York is awoken by nightmares. Alright. We've reached the middle/end portion. We're at the feast. Candy Corn decides not to go to the feast. So does Kit Kat. So does Butterfinger. So does Snickers. 100 grand and York both decide to go to the feast. We'll see how that ends up. Crunch stabs Peanut M&M. Oh, Peanut M&M is our first casualty for the day. And Pixie Sticks also decides not to go to the feast. It's still day 6. York hunts for other survivors. Butterfinger receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. And Candy Corn is pricked by thorns while picking berries. That might lead to an infection. We will see later. Crunch, Kit Kat, Snickers, and 100 grand raid Pixie Sticks camp while they're hunting. At the end of the day, at the end of day 6, we have only one casualty yet again. But again, it is a casualty nonetheless. My beloved Peanut M&M. Let's proceed. Night 6, Candy Corn and Snickers hold hands. Kit Kat convinces York to snuggle with her. Ooh, we might have a romance forming between Kit Kat and York Peppermint Patty. We will see. 100 Grand begs for Butterfinger to kill them. They reluctantly oblige, and they kill 100 Grand. That's very unfortunate. We have our first casualty for the night, 100 Grand. Crunch dies trying to escape the arena. Pixie Sticks is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Pixie Sticks is having a rough go at it, but they have been able, through this entire time, to steadfast. Day 7, Butterfinger practices their archery. Pixie Sticks travels to higher ground. York, Candy Corn, and Kit Kat track down and kill Snickers. That is our second casualty. Our third casualty, I'm sorry. And at the end of day 7, we have our 3 casualties, 100 Grand, Crunch, and Snickers. May they rest in peace. Night 7, Butterfinger defeats Kit Kat in a fight, but spares their life. Candy Corn sets up camp for the night. Pixie Sticks begs for York to kill her. They refuse, keeping Pixie Sticks alive. Again, Pixie Sticks having a very rough go at it, but staying strong, staying steadfast. Day 8, Candy Corn, Pixie Sticks, and York hunt for other tributes, other survivors. Kit Kat can't handle the circumstances and commits suicide. I understand, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of stress. We only have 5 people left. And then after Kit Kat, it is down to 4. And then Butterfinger dies from hypothermia. And that leaves us with 3. And that is our group. Candy Corn, Pixie Sticks, and York Peppermint Patty. End of day 8. Our 2 cannon shots, our 2 casualties, Kit Kat and Butterfinger. Let's proceed. Pixie Sticks is unable to start a fire. York dies trying to escape the arena. And Candy Corn dies from thirst. Very anticlimactic ending. Very anticlimactic. But it appears that Pixie Sticks from District 11 is our winner of the Halloween games, despite, and ladies and gentlemen, this is what we must take away from these games, despite Pixie Sticks being in constant turmoil, their camp raided, attempting to commit suicide, and being unable to start a fire, just going through hardship after hardship after hardship, day after day, but they still managed to pull through. No doubt with PTSD, but they pulled through. Pixie Sticks from District 11. And here are our placements. First place from District 11, Pixie Sticks with only 1 kill under their belt. And in last place from District 9, Mr. Goodbar in 24th place from District 9. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. I have a bigger video planned. I've just been procrastinating on it for a while. It's going to be about the book World War Z. So that's going to be pretty huge. I've been procrastinating on that for the last month, so stay tuned. That is your cue to subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay, bye.